So people can go in and take their seats now. We're ready. Are you guys ready?
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. On my honor, I will do my best to do my duty to God and my country, to obey the Scout law, to help other people at all times, to keep myself physically strong, mentally awake, and morally straight. Scout is trustworthy, loyal, helpful, friendly, courteous, kind, obedient, cheerful, thrifty, brave, clean, and reverent. As an American, I will do my best to keep clean my outdoor manners, careful fire, considerate in the outdoors, conservation minded.
Welcome everyone to this wonderful event to express our honor and honor Oliver's great achievement here tonight. I'm Keith Paulke, Scoutmaster of Troop 11, and the rest of you are all friends and family of Oliver here. I'm going to go right into the Eagle Trail. On the 3rd of July, 2019, we were outside the church working on our 4th of July float when Hans Ziegman walked by. He told me he'd just accepted a job here and Juneau had 2 boys in Scouts who would be moving up later that summer. Little did we know what a great bit of luck that was for Troop 11. Oliver was a Cub Scout in Homewood, Illinois, earning Zero of Light in 2017. He joined Boy Scout Troop 342 later that year, and his first camp out with the troop was shut down by the state police because of a tornado warning. Oliver went to summer camp in 2017 and 18 at Camp Owasippi near Chicago. He earned his first merit badge, leather work, which is everyone's first merit badge, at camp. He completed his first class rank within a year. In the spring of 2019, Oliver completed his ordeal to join the Order of Arrow, completed his star rank, and that summer he attended the World Scout Jamboree in West Virginia. In August, the family moved to Juneau, and Oliver and Owen joined Troop 11. Most of their camping trips had been car camping in the cornfields of Illinois, so when Orion led us on a 3-mile march to Middle Point on the backside of Douglas, it was a challenging introduction to camping in Juneau. They both survived and went on many more campouts and backpacking trips, both in summer and winter. In 2020, Oliver was elected Senior Patrol Leader and he completed his Life Scout rank. In 2021, he made brotherhood in the Order of the Arrow and worked as a counselor at Eagle River Scout Camp. At camp, we discovered his name is actually also Hans, but with a bad German accent. In December, he completed his last required merit badge, Family Life, and soon after, he completed his Eagle Scout project. It's been many years since a Scout in Troop 11 earned their Eagle rank, with more than a week before their 18th birthday. In his 5 years as a Boy Scout, Oliver has camped over 60 nights, hiked over 80 miles. He's led our troop through a global pandemic and climbed a volcano. He still often forgets fairly important gear like tent poles, but he makes do without and never complains. It's been my pleasure to be one of his leaders the last few years, and I want to be the first to congratulate him. Thank you. Now I want to introduce Brad Perkins, who's our church representative here, and also he was the project advisor on this project.
Thank you, Keith. Corbin, are you going to help me do this? Yeah, I also, besides being the church rep, I am also an Eagle Scout. And many, many years ago from Troop 236 in Danville, California. And so I was delighted when Oliver contacted me and Keith contacted me about Oliver had selected a project that's fitting of this church. During the pandemic, Resurrection Lutheran became, from what I could assess, as the most active church in all of Alaska. We have more programs running than any other church, and part of that is this troop. We have become the bastion for those needing food. We have the largest food pantry in Southeast Alaska. We became the city's cold weather emergency shelter. And we have this studio where we broadcast programs. And the troop does incredible projects, including getting food and doing other projects in there. And Oliver chose a project of going out and putting together packages for the homeless. And we used those projects were distributed not only in downstairs with the cold weather emergency shelter, people we have there, and we had pretty much a full house the entire season of 40 individuals that were the city's most troubled and most in need of shelter. But they were also distributed at the Glory Hall and at Aware and other shelters in town. And I can tell you they were very much needed and used, and they were appreciated by all the shelter managers in town. And so we really appreciated that. He came up with the project on his own, and he went out and he found the materials, and he got materials from there. He got help from the Southeast Alaska Food Bank, which got materials there. He went out and got donations from other places in town, and I think did a spectacular job of putting together, I think, several hundred of these packages that were then distributed around town, which he took care of also. I was very proud to be his advisor on this project and to work with him. He is a fine individual and certainly worthy of becoming an Eagle Scout. So congratulations. I'd be the second one to congratulate you on getting your Eagle. So congratulations.
Now I'd like to introduce Bruce Patello, a longtime friend of scouting from this troop, Cub Scouts, council, everything, and four-time mayor of Juneau and former Attorney General of Alaska. Thank you for coming, Bruce.
Thanks, Keith. Like Brad, I also am an Eagle Scout, and I have to say, it's been 59 years since I received mine, and I received it right across the street. I was part of a different troop, Troop 5, that was sponsored by the LDS Church, and it had a branch that has been torn down, was torn down probably 50 years ago. But I have memories for this block, and of course, I also had the pleasure of watching my own son become an Eagle Scout in Troop 11, along with Sean Neesham, who was one of his part of the cohort of 6 Eagle Scouts that the troop produced, I think between 2008 and 2009. Oliver, it's a great pleasure to be able to be here to give you the Eagle Charge. You're a marked man. And as an Eagle Scout, you've assumed a solemn obligation to your country, to your community, to your fellow Scouts who are here tonight, and to humankind in general. It's a great undertaking, and I'm here to charge you to do so with a solemn dedication. Be a leader. You've clearly demonstrated that capacity. But lead only towards the best. Lift up every task you do and every office you hold to a level that brings honor to those who have nurtured you, particularly your family, your Scout leaders, those who have mentored you. I further charge you to be among those who dedicate their hearts, their hands, their skills, and abilities to the common good. Help to build our country's future by continuing to set an example of clean living, honest work, and unselfish citizenship, regardless of what others around you may do or want to do. Oliver, I further charge you to enter this Eagle Scout brotherhood, holding always before you the ideals of honor and service. You're about to take the Eagle Scout promise. By the repetition of this promise in front of your fellow members, you will become an Eagle Scout. When you pledge yourself on your sacred honor, you will be sealing your eternal loyalty to the code of the Eagle Scout with the very same words that close the Declaration of Independence. I'd ask the Eagle Scouts who are present tonight, Brad, please, all the Eagle Scouts here, how many, I think we have at least 3 or 4 in the room, to come forward and renew your Eagle Scout promise as Oliver will come up and join us as well to be part of our brotherhood. Give Brad a moment to get down here. In fact, I'm going to ask each of you to introduce yourselves to each other so that we, both those who are watching this and ourselves as part of our brotherhood, to know who we are. And I have Brad, if you would perhaps give your Eagle year as well.
So, Brad Perkins. Oh, year. Geez, I was 13 years old, so that had to be 1970.
Brian Swanson, Troop 11, 2020. Chuck Powell, like Bruce, I got my Eagle 59 years ago, almost to the day that Oliver's getting his. Oliver Franklin.
Sean Nessheim, Troop 11, 2009, 2008.
I think 2009. Sorry.
Around there.
And Oliver is going to be the newest member of this great brotherhood in the country tonight. So I'd ask that you all give the Scout sign and repeat after me. I reaffirm my allegiance to the 3 promises of the Scout Oath. I thoughtfully recognize and take upon myself the obligations and responsibilities of an Eagle Scout. On my honor, I will do my best to make my training an example, and my status and my influence count strongly for better scouting and for better citizenship in my troop, in my community, and in my contacts with other people. To this I pledge my sacred honor.
To this I pledge my sacred honor.
To. By the authority that's vested in me by the National Court of Honor of the Boy Scouts of America, it is my privilege and pleasure to pronounce you Oliver an Eagle Scout. May the oath that you've taken always remain with you. Congratulations.
All right, Hans has got some stuff to present.
Oliver, congratulations. And of course, there is nothing that makes a parent more proud than seeing their children achieve something this great. So congratulations. I'm about to read to you a letter from the governor. Dear Oliver, congratulations on achieving the rank of Eagle Scout. This award is a testament to your superior performance in the areas of leadership, service, and outdoor skills, as well as your exceptional demonstration of the Scout spirit. I appreciate your hard work and dedication to the aims of Scouting, and know the skills and lessons you have learned will serve you well in all your future endeavors. Thank you for setting a positive example for your fellow Scouts to follow by preparing more than 200 comfort kits for people experiencing homelessness in Juneau. I encourage you to continue to strive for excellence in your service to fellow Americans, your studies in school, and your community. I wish you the very best. Sincerely, Mike Dunleavy, Governor.
All right, now Chuck Cullen, Oliver's grandfather, is going to present the actual Eagle Award.
Good evening. When Oliver's grandmother and I found out that we could make it up here for this momentous occasion, we're overjoyed. We're so happy to see that we can share this with his troop and with his leaders, with his friends and his family. It's super nice to see this many people here tonight. You know, Scouting, there's a lot of things that you have to do to move up in the ranks and get merit badges. And those are like written things, and they're kind of objective things. But the more important things in Scouting are things you learn, like leadership and cooperating with each other and working for a common goal. You know, like some motivator says, you know, teamwork makes the dream work. And a lot of people don't realize it. A lot of people just are out for themselves. And Scouting, I don't care if you never get beyond tenderfoot. If you stay in the Scouts and you enjoy the Scouts, you're really going to learn a lot, okay? To give you some idea of some of the people that have succeeded in Scouts, well, since 1912, 110 years, there's only been about 2 million Scouts that have become Eagles, okay? That's a pretty small percentage. Some of the more notable guys that, if you ever been to movies, probably, I don't know, they have movies up here in Juneau? They do? Okay, good. If you saw Jaws, any Raiders of the Lost Ark, any of these sound familiar to you? The guy who made those, Steven Spielberg. Probably heard of him. He made a lot of other movies too, but these are ones you guys might be more familiar with. Now, I know you guys don't have one of these here because they closed it down. Walmart? Okay? But believe me, they're all over the place. To give you some idea, the guy who founded Walmart, a guy named Sam Wall, all right? He was the youngest person ever to achieve Eagle Scout in the state of Missouri. He came back from World War II, he borrowed $20,000, and today his business grosses $140 billion a year. $140 billion. And it employs 380,000 people. Eagle Scout, okay? Sam Walton. All-American football player at the University of Michigan. Maybe some of you heard of him. He was our 38th president, Gerald Ford. Okay? Now there's another All-American football player that Hans is making me talk about, or he's going to charge me rent while we're here. And he was a linebacker and also a pro football player. Manti Te'o? Manti Te'o. He was second in Heisman Trophy voting the year that he was a senior. He was a two-time All-American. Eagle Scout. Okay, so first guy on the moon. First human being on the moon. Eagle Scout. You ever watch Dirty Jobs? Do they have that show up here? Mike Rowe always makes you feel good about your job because you see how bad some jobs can be. When he was doing his Eagle Scout project, he was reading to blind people in Baltimore. And he goes, I really like doing this. I like talking to people and entertaining. And that's where he found his life's work. So it's a lot more than just accumulating merit badges. It gives you directions. It gives you hope. These are just a few examples, okay, out of the 2 million plus. And tonight, Oliver is joining that group. And it's a great pleasure that I can give him the same medal that I got in May of 1963. So Oliver, if you would come up here now. You guys on the first day, right? 'Cause I don't know.
Dana, you should bring the camera right up here so you can have a good close shot. All right, Dana. This is the ring. I probably won't fit. Anyway, get sized. Yeah. There you go, our new Eagle Scout.
All right. Thank you all for being here, and thank you all for supporting me so much in my journey to Eagle. Without all of you, me being here tonight would not be possible. I would like to go through and thank a few of the people that have really helped me along my trail to Eagle. I would like to first start with my family, both my parents and my grandparents. Thank you for your unwavering support throughout my last 10 years being a scout. You've always pushed me to be the best scout I can possibly be, and you've kept me motivated through quarantine, even when times seemed dim and looked like they would never get better. Thank you for all of your support and love on my trail to Eagle. Keith and Mark, thank you for your support, and thank you for pushing me to be the best leader that I can possibly be. You've helped me go the extra mile and make sure that everything is done right, and you've helped me push for excellence in my journey. Thank you both. Brad, thank you for all of your help with my Eagle project. Without you, my project would not have been as effective and as efficient as it would have been otherwise. I cannot thank you enough for the amount of help you provided me with the project. Thank you. To the Scouts of Troop 11. Yeah, you, Trey. Thank you for pushing me to become a better leader. Without you, I would not have gained the leadership skills to help go through my Eagle project, to work at summer camp, and to do the other things that I've done in Scouts. Thank you also for all the good memories we've made in Scouts, from the time Isaac caught me from almost falling off the Middle Point cliff to flipping kayaks on Saturday. Thank you for all of the good memories. Finally, to my brothers, Owen and Teddy. Owen, thank you for assembling the slideshow of cute Cub Scout Oliver. I really appreciate that. And Teddy, thank you for always being enthusiastic and gung-ho when it comes to anything scouting. I hope to someday be at both of your courts of honors for Eagle. There's a couple people that could not be here tonight. Some of them are a couple thousand miles away, unfortunately. So I'm going to read off some names of people that have helped me along the way but can't be here. Martin Suzuki, Mark Stofa, Adrian Tolchek, Mr. Barnes, Mr. Murray, Mr. and Mrs. Solorio, Mr. No, Mr. Shefke, Mr. Riney, Mr. Rickoff, Mr. Woolever, Mr. Reed, Mr. Giannotti, and my grandmother, Margie, who lives in Chicago. Again, thank you all for all of your support and all of your help on my trail to Eagle. It would not have been possible without you. Thank you.
Somebody get the house lights over there. Alexa, studio lights off. Alexa, volume up. Alexa, volume up.
Another turning point, a fork stuck in the road. Time grabs you by the wrist, directs you where to go. So make the best of this dazzling fly. It's not a question, but a lesson learned in time. It's something unpredictable, but in the end it's right. I hope you had the time of your life. So take the photographs and still frames in your mind. Hang it on a shelf in good health and good time. Tattoos and memories and dead skin on trial. For what it's worth, it was worth all the while. It's something unpredictable, but It's something unpredictable, but in the end it's right. I hope you had the time of your life. It's something unpredictable, but in the end it's right. I hope you had the time of your life.
All right, that just about wraps it up, guys. We're gonna get the color guard up here, retire the colors, and then you'll have a chance to congratulate Oliver in person and have some snacks.